What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on the silver sedan a lot more. I'm very motivated now because we just came back from the dyno last night. So if you haven't seen the last video, be sure to go check it out. We took the blue all-wheel drive car back to the dyno to get touched up, and the homie Julio with his DB1 Integra was also there as well too. He made his power goal and some, and my car in a touch-up tune made a lot more than what it previously did. So if you guys haven't seen it, be sure to go back and watch it. But today I want to start finishing up the turbo kit on the silver sedan. Like, if you guys haven't seen the turbo kit installation video, we installed almost everything, and whatever is not installed, we finally have the rest of the pieces to button it up. So in today's video, we're just going to get cracking right to it. No talking, no explanation, just work. So with that being said, let's get to it. First things up, sway bar. This thing didn't go in when the suspension stuff all went back in because I was waiting for the bushings, and now they're all here. And links, missing piece to the puzzle. Sway bar and bushing installed. All right, next up, I need to finish building the return line. If you guys remember, I only installed one fitting, which is from the turbo, and I needed the other side right here that goes to the oil pan. I still need to cut this, and the fitting did show up today as well too. .45 right here for a CPE hose. Return line installed. Next up is the feed line. This right here I picked up the other day from B&R Fittings, -3 for the GTX 3582R, no restrictor, and we have the block fitting right here with a -3 for the feed source. That's going to be going to the oil pressure sensor port, which is way down there. feed line installed. So before I get into the downpipe fabrication, I want to change out this coolant fill neck right here. And the reason for that is because I got excited when I was welding this together, and I didn't realize that the nipple was pointed towards the valve cover, which you guys can see right here. I welded it shut and then I grinded it down. You can see it on the inside. And then I drilled out this side to tap it. Problem is, I went a little too deep, so I cut that little lip right there. Because it has a little drill slit right there, I'm pretty sure it's not going to hold pressure down, and we're gonna have some air bubble problems. So I'm gonna cut this head off to put a new one on that I picked up from B&R Fittings, which I have over here, brand new. Right here, right? And I'm gonna make sure I position this correctly second time around. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take off that water neck along with the entire radiator intercooler combo. It makes it easier for me to kind of lean in to do the downpipe. So this whole entire thing is gonna come off, and then we're gonna prep this to weld. Don't worry guys, I'm gonna change this out because it is all torn up right there. But we have the new fill neck fully welded up, and the reservoir barb is pointing in the right direction. Oh, I don't have a reservoir either, but done. While my torch is still set up for aluminum, before I switch it over to stainless, I want to work with this radiator really quickly. A buddy of mine came over a couple of days ago to drop this off. If you guys remember, we modified a half core a couple of months ago. This is the same person, and he shortened the radiator down, so that means we need to cap off these open ends and put the plate on as well too, the little shield that protects the fins. So I'm gonna go ahead and just work on this really quickly, cut out some pieces that I need, and then we'll weld it all up, and then we'll probably get started on the downpipe setup. Man, look at that sunset right there. We have maybe, I don't know, 2.5 hours of sunlight left. So now we are ready to start fabricating our downpipe. I think I'm only focused on making this back half, and my downpipe is going to be a 2-piece to make it easier to remove out of the car. I'm probably going to put a V-band down here, which I always do, but the goal is to make it from the turbo, maybe around the subframe, probably to the flex pipe, because I don't know how I'm going to design the bottom yet until we get the exhaust on the car, which is actually in the backyard, which came off my blue all-wheel drive car when it was front-wheel drive. So right now I'm just going to go ahead and grab my material. I'm pretty sure I have a good amount of material to make the section that I'm trying to do. So we have a V-band flange with a what is this, male side right here. It has a little lip on it. I have 4 90s, 1, 2, 3, and one long one right there. And if needed be, I can cut one of those to a 45. I have a single pie. I'm not sure where this came from, but a single pie. We have a flex, and we have about 2 feet of straight. I'm sure that's enough to make the top section. And I also have 2 more sets of 3-inch V-band that we ordered the other day. So let's go ahead and put this thing on the turbo. Probably going to start off with a 90 and see where that goes. I am going to go underneath the heater hoses because there is a lot of space down there. Probably use the long 90 right here. This 90 is a really long 90, and it's right next to my brake line, so I might have to use a short one. This one right here is a tight radius 90. Okay. So damn tight that it actually points right at my wastegate, so I might have to like somehow kick it out a little bit, or put 1 inch of straight on the neck. This is the time-consuming part, guys, so we're just gonna puzzle up something real quick here. So my downpipe stops right here after the subframe because I ran out of pies, and I'm really not liking my horizontal bandsaw on the Harbor Freight attachment because it keeps cutting crooked. So I had to whip out my bench sander, this guy right here, to straighten all the pies out, and I think that's going to motivate me to clean the garage and go to Harbor Freight and get myself a horizontal bandsaw for future work. But as far as right now goes, I'm just gonna leave it right after the subframe until I figure out whether I'm gonna buy more pies or spend more time to make pies myself to finish off the back half to the flex pipe. But this is enough for me to turn on the car and dump it underneath the car instead of in the engine bay. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this downpipe installed, and then we're gonna probably turn on the car because that's literally the last thing. We got feed line, return line, turbo, wastegate, dump tube, downpipe. And I'm not worried about the charge pipe and stuff until we start putting everything back together. So let's go ahead and install that sucker. Downpipe is on, and I gotta talk to Geif, my tuner, to figure out where he wants me to put the O2 sensor. So I don't know if he wants me to put it close to the turbo, right here on the top, on the downslope right here. I'm gonna have to text him, and then we'll weld that on later. But the downpipe, you can see right here, it goes past the subframe in between the half shaft, and I've already kind of sort of mocked up where the flex pipe and stuff is supposed to go. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and hook everything up, and we're gonna turn this car on for the first time with the turbo kit because everybody loves spoolie noises, right? I'm gonna disconnect the injectors just to prime oil through the line for the turbo, and also double check to make sure we don't have any leaks on the bottom and over here, and also the return line. Go double check. Feed line looking good. I don't see any leakage. I'm gonna pull my tray up real quick just in case. Alrighty. Right now I'm gonna go ahead and just start assembling everything that goes back. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and assemble the entire front end back together, the radiator, the intercooler, the crossbar, the charge pipes. Hopefully I can find all the clamps and really button this thing up. Guys, we are fully buttoned up with the turbo kit reinstallation. All the charge pipes have their T-bolt clamp. I was very fortunate to find a bag of max heating rods, 2.5 T-bolt clamps from a previous kit we did on the clapped out Integra. We ran the vacuum line for the blow valve obviously installed. Everything is zip tied like they're supposed to. Radiator, intercooler, all the couplers down low. Feed line, return line, downpipe is going to come back out because obviously we need to drill and weld in a bung for the O2 sensor, and then we're going to wrap it as well too. And obviously we still got to build the bottom downpipe, but once the downpipe comes off, we're gonna get to the wastegate to put all the banjos on, because I forgot that. Although this was a used wastegate, it didn't even come with banjos, so I gotta go through all my fitting box to find some. And then once the downpipe and everything goes back on, we'll do the turbo blanket so that this does not burn. But other than that, man, turbo kit is fully reinstalled, and it is coming together, guys. It is coming together. I'm gonna have to find my whiteboard so I could write down a to-do list just to kind of finalize everything here in the engine bay. Like, I need to find a reservoir, put the coolant line all the way over here, get a new cap because I don't trust this cheap one, make a relay for the fan, just a bunch of little miscellaneous stuff. And then this thing should be ready to rumble, aside from finishing up the brake stuff, which, you know, we'll do here soon. But I'm stoked. This car is coming along, and you know, soon we're gonna get this thing on the floor, and can't wait for it. As far as tonight goes, we're done with the car, and we're gonna wrap it up right here on the driveway. I'm gonna put the bumper back into the car, clean this whole mess a little bit, and we're gonna unbox some packages. Man, there's like 6 of them right here we picked up from the P.O. box, so I'm kind of excited to see what's all in here because I didn't expect any of those. But yeah, let's go ahead and clean this up real quick, and then we'll see you guys at the bench. All right, guys, so the garage is closed, and we're gonna plow through these packages really quickly. I'm gonna start with the smallest one and work down to the biggest box. I just remembered this package right here came from eBay. I ordered this a few days ago, and if you guys remember Boosted John, he used to work at a company called Valix Racing, and I've been looking online for stainless steel brake lines for an EF chassis with rear drums, because the rear lines and fittings are different than as if you're running a rear disc brake, which is kind of like the front with banjo fittings. Be sure to cut away from yourself, not toward yourself, and not towards the product either. But between all the brake lines that I saw online, the Valix Racing was the one that was going to show up sooner, so I just ordered from them. Here we go. This one right here says Valix Racing replacement brake lines for the rear, 90-degree goes to the wheel cylinder. This one right here, Valix Racing replacement brake lines for the front. This one typically has the banjo right there. Aside from the brake lines, we just got to clean the calipers, throw those on, install the rear e-brake cable, and then bleed. Second package right here, guys, is from Merced, California, from G. Rosas. Hope this helps with the progress, brother. This package feels like there's a lot of stuff in here, and it does have a good weight to it, so gotta be very careful to cut this. Oh, wow. Okay. First of all, there's an envelope, so let's see what's in here real quick. We got some Honda stickers right there. That's pretty cool. Well, shit, more stickers. Even more stickers right there. Okay, cool. We have a letter right here that says, "What's up, Dan? It's just some misc stuff to help your progress. The 10mm set made me laugh, and I figure you could use one too. Don't forget to cut away from yourself, not towards yourself. Gabriel Rosas." Hey, first of all, we have some mango candy right here. Dude, if you know, you know. This thing, fire. We have some, oh, we can use this on Ronald McDonald EK at the dyno. So this is the shrink tube with the solder in the middle where you torch it up, and then the solder melts into the wire. Made easy to like connect 2 wires together. And literally that video when I did it on Mario's car, it was the first time I used it. And now we have something used for like quick, easy connection for 2 wires together. And we have some new gloves right here, guys. I almost cut through this, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. A lot of you guys don't even know what size my hands are, but for some reason you guys tend to get the right sizes, dude. Look at this. Oh man, this is gonna be so clutch. I got like 4 sets of gloves right there, and each one of them has holes for my fingers. And then the socket set that he was talking about. Oh, this is so funny. There's literally like variants of 10mm. We have 1/4 inch drive, 3/8 drive. We have a wobble, 10 mil, we have a 1/2 inch 10 mil, we have a short, a deep, a long, a 12 point. This is pretty cool. Check it out. I've only ever seen this in the store. I've always walked by it and I just never really like thought about buying them because, you know, my 10 mils have been behaving. They haven't really been disappearing, and the ones that did has returned. So definitely going to keep this in a box because as soon as I open this, they'll probably want to break free. So appreciate that. And then in here we have shop rags that has other stuff in it. A couple of shop rags, and we have another hose cutter. And this is actually a good brand though. It's a Irwin. The other one that was sent to the PO box by one of you guys, I have been using it, but for some reason it just doesn't cut all the way. Let's test this one out real quick. This right here is a radiator hose, pretty thick. Let's see if this Irwin cutter can slice this all the way through. I can already hear it crunching a little bit. Oops. So this one doesn't actually like ratchet like the other one, so let's go ahead and just give it another shot. Oh wow, oh wow. Okay, that right there, guys, pretty sick. It does have a little lock on here, so that's pretty cool. Make sure the blade doesn't cut you when you're reaching in the toolbox. Gabriel, much appreciated for this set right here. Definitely gonna put it to work. You guys already know how it goes with anything that comes to the PO box. I always try my best to utilize everything. Let's get to the next package. This one right here came from Amazon to the PO box, and it literally just says warehouse. So hopefully there's a note inside. Be sure to cut away from yourself, not towards yourself. All right, first things first. There is a piece of paper in here, but not a gift note. Heavy duty battery cable crimper tool. You guys must have paid attention in the ground cable power cable video, huh? When I was using my little DIY crimper to crimp my lugs. Okay. 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 Oh look, check it out. Look, check this out. It's wedged up right there. You see it? Oh, I accidentally cut right through it. This may make it easier to crimp those cable lugs. Keep up the great work. I always look forward to your next video. Hope to see you at Classic Hondas on the Dragon 10 in October. Make it happen. Joshosaurus. Hey, Josh Bradley, I appreciate you, man. I think we've talked about this on the live stream. I really do want to attend this year. I kind of spoke to S1 about it 2 days ago, so we might try to make something happen, guys, but don't count on it. Anyways, let's go ahead and open up this package right here. I've been wanting to buy this, and every time I surf Amazon, it just kind of floats over my brain to like look for one, right? This one has duct tape on it. Let's go ahead and open this up real quick. Oh, little just tore it apart. Yo, we finally have a lug crimper. I was at Slimeball's house in SoCal when we went to go visit him, and he has one of these. And when I was making the cables for Dwayne's wagon, I used this tool, and it comes in clutch. Oh man, much appreciated, Josh. Thank you so much for this tool. Let's go ahead and move on to the next box. It literally feels like Christmas. Remember to cut away from yourself, guys, not towards yourself. First paper in the box right here is not a gift note, but it is a hammer lug crimper tool. What the heck? What the heck? Ooh. Oh yeah, we have another one right here. Sup you fucker, from the homie NGA Pino. Hey, Eddie, bro. Yo, that's crazy. This was actually one of the other ones that I was looking at, a hammer crimping tool. And I wanted to buy this so many times. This thing was in my cart so many times, and I just never purchased it. Really didn't. Load the spring up, put your cable and lug inside of it right here, and then all you gotta do, whack-a-mole the top of this right here, and that will hard crimp the freaking lug. Kind of how I've been doing it with the plier, but this is like an easier way to do it and doesn't take that much strength other than a really nice size hammer. So Eddie, man, I appreciate this gift right here. Definitely going to be using this on different jobs, and you know, obviously want to be more portable. I can take this with me if I ever need to use it somewhere else. But Josh, Eddie, Gabriel, right now, I thank you guys so much, man. Let's go ahead and get into package number 5. This package right here is from Philip James out of Bonnie Lake, Washington, WA, Washington. And let's go ahead and see what's inside of here. There's some tape right here at the bottom. Okay, let's go ahead and see what's in here. We got a gang of bubble wrap. Awesome, check this out. It says, Dana, keep up the amazing work. Just getting back into the Honda scene from nearly 10-year break. Watch a lot of your videos and they inspired me to pick up a Cappuccino Brown RT 4-wheel drive too. I literally had this conversation with my buddy yesterday about the previous Cappuccino Brown wagon I had on the channel a couple years ago. Cappuccino Brown RT 4-wheel drive wagon, and just got a K24A2 to start the swap. These are the depot corner lights I imported from Japan because they were marked EF5, but they ended up being for a sedan. Hope you can put them to use. EFs are not played out. Keep the chassis alive, Philip James. Shout out to Mo Tuned. Hey, glad to have you back in the car community, and on top of that, a Cappuccino Brown RT 4-wheel drive, my boy. You're gonna have a lot of fun with that, especially with the K24A2 in it. So right here, we got some depot lights. He said that they are for sedans, so let's verify it really quickly. If you guys didn't know, hatch, sedan, CRX, and wagons all have their own specific corner lamps. So I can tell you right off the rip if they are sedans, and they are sedans. And these look really good. Like, it's not that white on the inside, it's that chrome reflective that kind of gives it that JDM EDM feel to it, because I've ran a lot of eBays and depots that has the white on the inside, but this one, dude, it's freaking chrome. If this looks better than the one on my current blue sedan, I'm definitely going to be switching it out. Dude, much appreciated, man. Thank you so much. We do have the opposite side as well too, so it is a pair. Damn, this thing feels so freaking sleek and smooth. Much appreciated, man. Thank you so much. We have one more package on the floor, guys. Let's go ahead and rip that thing apart. I'm gonna have to open my toolbox for this one. This one is from Seth, and I can't tell where it's coming from because the permanent marker that's on here, it's kind of smeared. But let's go ahead and open it up, and hopefully there's a note inside this one as well. Ah, wow. Okay, what I can already see in here are some taillights. But before I dive into that, please tell me there's a note in here somewhere. There's no note in here, and there's a dead bug inside here as well too. But let's go ahead and open this thing up, guys. Really nice and well packaged. We have some clean Civic Wagon taillights, and you know what? This might even be better than the one that's on my car currently. And what I can do is I can take this and put it on my car, and then I can give mine to my buddy Mauricio, because he just finished his wagon and he has my old broken taillights. Oh yeah, totally better than mine. This is nothing special, I'm sure, because the JDM ones and the EDM ones, they have the full amber outside lens, and this is still the half orange and half red. So I don't think these are anything special as far as like model wise, but they are most definitely clean for sure. Maybe a nice 25-3000 wet sand and a nice polish will bring these back to life, but dude, they are super duper clean. So Seth, real quick, Seth, thank you for these taillights, man. Definitely gonna put them to use. Guys, I made a giant mess on my workbench. Sorry, the back half was a lot of talking. You guys sent a bunch of stuff to the P.O. box. I always try to open everything on camera. You guys know I appreciate anybody who sends anything to the P.O. box. So for those who sent anything in this video today, I appreciate you guys the most. But we are going to wrap it up for this video right here. I hope you guys enjoyed the progress update on the 88 sedan, the turbo kit installation. If you guys did, be sure to leave a thumbs up. And if you guys want to stick around for the finalization of the engine bay and the brake setup so we can get this car in the ground and on its first drive, be sure to hit the subscribe button. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.